Good morning, folks. Gary Hoffman here, RV Sales of Oregon. And this morning, on this beautiful morning in Eugene, Oregon, I'd like to take the time to walk around this 1999 Pace Aero. It's a 32-foot motorhome. It sits on a Ford chassis. And the first thing you notice about the Ford chassis is it has a wide stance up front. It's a very balanced chassis. It creates for excellent drivability, along with some extra suspensions, which I'll share with you here in a moment. But we'll work our way down the coach, and the first thing we notice, it's a mid-door motorhome. And anytime you have a mid-door, it's going to give you the benefit of an awning coming out over the door. You can come out of the house and sit down at the picnic table and not have to deal with any of the elements. The other nice thing is, when you want to go back into the house, you can turn left and go to the bathroom, use the rest area in the coach, and you don't interrupt maybe a poker game or somebody resting up in the living area of the motorhome. It's a Ford chassis, and it is a Triton V10. It gives you excellent power. The coach itself at 32 foot will comfortably pull up to 5,000 pounds if you choose to pull a little tow vehicle, maybe a Jeep or something like that. In terms of storage on the outside, the coach is a basement model. Fleetwood in their Pace Aero line and their Bounder line was one of the first to introduce this, and that's going to give you balanced storage all the way across the coach, all the way underneath that chassis. Excellent for tent stakes, what have you, longer items. You have a double step door, or double step leading into the coach. I'm probably closer to 400 pounds than I am 300, and I get on this step and there's no bend, no movement. Very, very sturdy. We'll open up another bay door here and see what's behind it. And I believe we're going to have more storage again, and with a little bit of pass-through. You have automotive bulb seals all the way around your doors. That creates a nice tight seal, keeping the elements on the outside of the coach and keeping what's inside nice and dry. Over here, a third bay door, and I think this one's going to show a couple things. It does give you storage, but it also shows where the holding tanks are. And what Pace Aero did is they ran their holding tanks, they're gray, they're black, and they're freshwater, across the width of the coach versus stacking them up all on one side, which at times could create a lean on the coach. You have all that excess weight. So here we see where the holding tanks go all the way across the coach, and they're accessible. There are going to be times where maintenance, things go wrong, you need to access them. Well, there they are, and you can get to them fairly quickly. This last bay door, I believe, would show us maybe fresh water. Yeah, there is your fresh water tank. And again, easy access to it, easy access if you need to drain it and you want to start with fresh water. This particular motorhome we took in trade here 4 or 5 days ago. Some local folks owned it here in Eugene. So we have a fairly good record of the motorhome, and that's always important to know the history. They were the second owner of the coach, and they certainly took great care of it. We come around the back of the coach, and probably the neatest thing on the coach is your rear fuel. If you're pulling into a service station and you are towing the small Jeep, small tow vehicle, you're all set to go. It doesn't matter what side of the pump you get on. There is your access to your fuel. If you are towing a vehicle, it's important to have some type of protection for the front, the nose of your car, and there you see your mud flap along with the 5,000 pound hitch and the tow plug ready to go. You do have a ladder that leads to the roof of the coach. I'm not real big on spending a lot of time on the roof. I think the roof is something that you inspect every 6 months. You spot seal when necessary, and other than that, you stay off the roof. But should you need to get up there, you do have a ladder. As well as on the top point of the motorhome on the rear cap is your rear camera. It is a Panasonic. It's a very, very good equipment. We come around the corner, we're going to see an exhaust pipe which tells us the generator, which in this case is probably going to be an Onan. It's a microlight, very, very quiet, and it will run the roof air as well as all other appliances within the coach. This bay here is usually your service station as far as the dumping of your holding tanks, and you can see how high the valves are. And the reason those gate valves are up that high is because we talked about the holding tanks themselves sitting up high, very close to the chassis, coming across the full width of the coach. So there's your gray, your black, low point drains, and an exterior shower, which allows you to clean the area after use, as well as clean yourself off, maybe fish your feet if you're in the sand. And it has a hot and cold valve. Newer tires on the coach. They are Goodyear. I'm not sure the dates. Something more and more folks are paying attention to is the rubber on a used coach. A coach could have limited miles, but if the tires have been sitting for 5 or 6 years, you would want to get those inspected. In terms of miles, this motorhome has about 53,000 miles on it, 52, 53. Got a lot of life left. It's another storage bay. And your final storage bay. The coach has a driver's door. Very unusual. Class A motorhomes normally do not. The neat thing about it, and it seems to be locked here, is it's going to give you access to the either side of the coach. Ever be a situation where you need to get out quick, it gives you that. It also gives you access to maybe a service station. You just want to jump out real quick, fill, and jump back in. And again, Triton V10 on a Ford chassis. We'll work our way around here and we'll go to the inside of the motorhome. So as we come in the coach, you have 3 distinct areas in the motorhome. You have your visiting area with a full booth dinette. This will break down into a full-size bed, as well as your couch over here breaking down into a bed. So you can sleep 2 here, you can sleep 2 here. If it's me, I'm probably 1 and 1, but you could get 2 here and 2 here. Up front, you see your Ford chassis, and the miles read 52,571 miles. Easy access to cruise control. Things that you would need are right in front of you to where you don't have to look away while going down the road. The mirrors on the coach are electric, and they have defrost system built into them. And this is your Panasonic backup monitor. We work our way into the kitchen area. Everything nice, clean, easy access. Your double door refrigerator. Microwave sits up on top. And a fantastic fan here in the cooking area, and I believe it has a rain sensor as well as a rain vent up there. You're able to pull air through the coach when it's raining outside and not have to worry about water getting into your coach. And that's also a nice feature, and I believe there's one in the bathroom, pulling air through the coach if maybe you would leave if you traveled with a dog or what have you. This particular coach was non-smoking, and there have been no pets in the coach. So we don't have any odors to deal with. You're seeing the motorhome exactly how we took it in trade. The folks are very proud of it. You have a double door closet as you work your way into the hall area and the bath area. Plenty of storage there, especially for a 32-foot motorhome. You come into the bedroom, and here's a walk around queen bed, easy access all the way around the coach. You can get up in the middle of the night on either side and find your way to the bathroom without any ledges or what have you. And I believe there's a vent above the bed for air to come through. Nice windows on the coach. The windows on the coach are dual pane, and that does a couple things for you. It keeps the noise that's outside. You pull into a rest area, maybe next to a freeway, you're not going to have the noise transfer through the window. But what they were really built for was to keep the coach cool inside when you want it cool, and to keep the coach warm inside when you want it warm. Again, folks, my name is Gary Hoffman. I'm talking to you from RV Sales of Oregon here in Eugene. I invite you down to look at this motorhome as well as all the other motorhomes that we have. And the nice thing about our location, we're on RV Row, Highway 99 Eugene, and we sure hope to find something for you. But if not, there's quite a few very good dealerships right along this street. Thank you for your time.